1 to 10, how would you rate Maresca at Chelsea so far? Well, it was another weekend of exciting football action across the various leagues. English Premier League, Spanish La Liga. There weren't too many changes as regards positional movement, but the significant one is that in Spain, Barcelona has outjumped Real Madrid to move top of the La Liga table. In England, Chelsea tried to narrow the gap. It was possible, but not in their case. It was for Manchester City.
Possible.
Because, what's the day?
Possible. The last time we used to be or report on 38%. It is possible. 38% on that. But that's the truth. Possible this year user right.
Who used it?
No, how do you use it?
Aquan Osono guy.
Osono guy.
Osono the guitar.
What is Osono the guitar?
Osono economist.
Osono economist.
Osono dollar.
Hey boys.
Osono keys.
The only elephant I know is elephantiasis. Apart from that, I don't know any elephant.
Osono radio. You're 38.
And apart from elephantiasis, asthma.
Otis for all. Obeti abafo. Obeti si Osono we nya diarrhea. Nti waya man ni mu ati walisu we.
Isi Osono. But na se minya bass bi o.
Okay.
Minya ba ko bi na internet.
Okay.
Refi.
Okay. Dave Michia gave. Na mbisa answer do yen chine ana. No say Dave, I'm not sodium. I say okay, that's why, because you are so damn hot.
Bass. I don't want to what.
Yeah, but we actually do that.
Clock
it. My ass meka.
Kiki super my biana.
Hey, what had you?
Oh, bass.
Kaish.
Yama fans. Bass.
United. Hey, Tima.
Where the my story?
Manager home. Boys, you know. What's that here? Can you boy?
Go the story now, okay you.
Boy, do I hear this or come? I hear a lie.
Okay. Yankwe. Michelle Gelby.
Gosh.
That's your friend Asana. Team member support you say Arsenal. And Arsenal be Samson again. I'm a pen. I'm say Arsenal.
Boys, you boys are more.
All right.
I bet you enjoy bass with you.
It's a Kiki Pella my bass, no problem.
Miss Michelle Gelby. Na
the first year game. I am Michelle Sofo. Hey,
Michelle Gelby. Near friend Christy. I'm say your back Christy Honfo. Na Oko UK team men are shirt or supporting. No, Chelsea. Oba Christy Chelsea.
Back Christy. Chelsea.
Get out. As get out.
Get out.
Mr. Go home. Say, please, my mother says, go home.
I
might put that video there. I'll go home.
Bitilo.
Second
already with Diego.
Diego, we do 1-0.
But oh yeah, what's that? The Macabre 5 years.
Kuno.
Michelle Sofubi.
We just stand down for seconds.
Refi asasu repeat Michelle Sofubi.
Michelle Sofubi.
Okay.
Na Sofu no ehamesa. I don't say. Mate. Come the Benjamin school show about my year. This is 4 Pools podcast.
Okabobakubi.
Yeah. Go.
Ti then me yesa me call London. Na omochem say teams bi ho Arsenal, Crystal Palace. Men konko visit omo. Na me so there be. Me ba no me di rice no na beans kan ho. Ti me di rice and beans no mateta sa.
Mateta sa. Wakwana dwin emfa. Obi wa dwin edru na ye. Enye yemu ento aso.
Tese osaso koda. Eso daye. No shia girl bi obi say so ye chine. So okay, so let's start. On a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate Maresca's job at Chelsea?
Masanya Honsem.
1 to 10.
And yeah,
So far, I will give him 8 over 10.
8 over 10. Fee.
Maresca.
Yeah. At Chelsea so far.
9 over 10.
9 over 10. Yeah. Well, let's zoom into the discussions then. Arsenal drew at the Stamford Bridge 1-1 against Chelsea. I want to pick your thoughts. How you watched the game, what you picked from the game, and then how much of a difference does it make to your already conceived idea or thought about the two teams as regards the title race? Let me start with you, Fee.
Well, I think that for me, it was a game that was going to show us where Chelsea were.
Okay.
In fact, I think that when you looked at the week in retrospect, were Chelsea going to be able to play and be dominant in 1 week, in just a couple of days? Were you going to be able to play against Barcelona, dominate and win, and do same against Arsenal? That was the big question. And if you had listened to almost every pundit throughout the week, the question was, have Chelsea come of age? Because the big question was that Chelsea have been inconsistent.
All right.
Were we going to be able to see that consistency coming back? And it was true. A lot of people, when people said that, you know what, we don't trust Chelsea to deliver because the Arsenal team is just too good to be able to play against them. I had said earlier on that the Club World Cup had given Chelsea certain level of confidence that people have not realized. It has made them believe that they can beat anybody at all. Whether it's Paris Saint-Germain, whether it's Barcelona, whoever, they believe that they can get a job done. I think that for me, Chelsea, the biggest difference maker and differentiator has been Enzo Maresca and his game preparations. How Maresca is able to prepare for matches. How he's able to sit down and say, for this game plan, we'll go with this and that. I remember I said that in the lead up to the Barcelona game, the difference was going to be the unpredictability of Maresca. How he can adapt in games, adapt before games, shape, reshape, and then plan for the game would be the difference maker. And I think it was against Arsenal because I was particularly surprised when he started with Joao Pedro instead of Liam Delap.
Yeah.
Because ideally you would want Liam Delap to start because of how he wanted to play. And I had not paid attention particularly to it, but you realize that teams are now beginning to find out that Arsenal's biggest issue is about picking up second balls. And Maresca made it clear to everybody on Sunday. Playing Joao Pedro as a centre forward means that anytime Chelsea will bait the press, Trevor Chalobah wasn't the best CCB, so you would not want to force him to play through the thirds. His job there is to be a centre back. Defend. But when Chelsea are trying to build up and Arsenal narrow the build-up spaces, what they'll do is that they'll comfortably leave the ball to Robert Sanchez. A goalkeeper that I think hasn't gotten a lot of the credit that he deserves. I remember in the summer, I'd said that I do not need a Gianluigi Donnarumma because I think that Robert Sanchez is as good a shortstopper as he is.
Yeah.
I'd said several times that I don't think that there are many better shortstoppers in the league than Robert Sanchez. Yes, he constantly has those bozo moments where he can claim the ball and then wants to do something crazy and eventually leaves the ball and costs the team. So that was where everybody was looking at Robert Sanchez from. But if you look at the pure goalkeeping ability, shot-stopping ability, cross-claiming ability, he's obviously one of the best. The distribution was something that Enzo Maresca relied on in that game against Arsenal. So constantly, Chelsea were comfortable in going long to Joao Pedro. They know that when it comes to the physical duels of Joao Pedro versus Piero Hencapi, he stood a chance. And when he stands the chance, where Chelsea can get the advantage is if they have enough players in and around Joao Pedro to win the second ball. And that was going to be dependent on intensity and energy levels and physicality, not just about the structure and what have you. No. Essentially, it's more about, can you win the ball back? Can you be intense? Can you have the high energy levels to pick up the ball around them? And I think that's what Chelsea managed to use to get the energy levels in the game, to get a confidence in the game, because they pick up the second ball, they'll pick up the second ball, and it was very, very successful. Maresca, in doing all of that, understood that he needed his players to play at optimal levels. Okay. And for me, that was the doing and undoing of the team. Chelsea were always working on a tightrope for a possible red card. If you watch the game, in the opening minutes, Arsenal had the first yellow card.
Yeah.
Later on into the game, Marco Cucurella had a yellow card. I felt Marco Cucurella was the one who was going to get a red card. But of course, he managed to escape it. Caicedo was very physical. Obviously, looking like somebody who wants to dominate the middle. Looking like somebody who wants to exert himself in the game and say, you know what, I am one of the best midfielders in the world. And in a big game like this, I need to show myself. But props to Mikel Merino. Immediately, he realized that Caicedo was being aggressive. He just flicked the ball away and Caicedo was late. And that was a clear-cut red card. I've said it several times that my problem with VAR and officiating in the English Premier League is not about the calls. It's about the inconsistencies of the calls. Because I remember in the game Chelsea versus Tottenham Hotspur, Rodrigo Bentancur had a far more worse tackle on Reece James. That wasn't a red card at the time. But this one was a red card. And for me, both of them are red cards. Caicedo's ball was a clear-cut red card. He can't complain. He tried to fake an injury. There was a red card. He had to go off. For me, right after that, that is where Enzo Maresca showed me that he had learned. People are saying that after that Manchester United game, he learned how to manage the game with a red card better. Maresca after the game said, no, it's not about the Manchester United game. He mentioned that against Manchester United, United attacked with a 5. So he felt that he had to bring in a defender at the time. He was wrong. And he understands that people always make decisions based on whether you are the right side of the results or the left side of the results. This time, he's at the right side of the results. He felt like he could manage the game better. And in the second half, that is where you understand the kind of job that Reece James has done. Yeah. I've seen a lot of write-ups come out from the likes of Jacobs, Beng, and the other guys that report in the UK, and all of them keep on saying that we are seeing the footballing side of Reece, but Reece has been doing more than that. According to them, because Reece is naturally an introvert, he uses the outspoken nature of Enzo Fernandez to lead whilst he is behind Enzo Fernandez. And one of the things that they had mentioned, I haven't even paid attention to, is the fact that these days at halftime, Reece James has made something compulsory that they all converge at the center circle. Meet before they walk together to the training ground, to the dressing room. Something I think Reece is doing very well. And that second half, if there was ever a definition of leading as a captain and from the front, that was it from Reece James. Because he had to do the job of Moises Caicedo, do his own job, and then also mop up for Enzo Fernandez and those guys in front of him. And that is exactly what he did. Before we went into the game, we said, okay, Moises Caicedo, Reece James, Moises Caicedo, Declan Rice, who is the best midfielder in the world? We finish the game and everybody says, you know what? It is not the conventional midfielder. It is actually the right back who became the best midfielder in there. And that is also a place where I need to give credit to Enzo Maresca, because when Maresca came, you see, the reason why I am a big fan of Enzo Maresca is the fact that he has the ability to do this. He has the ability to do this. He has the ability to just, and I think, Mike, that is what will make anybody thrive in any environment that they are in. If you are a yes man, if you are the kind of guy that you just get swayed by what person A is saying or person B is saying, I don't think you go far. I think the best guys in any industry are the guys that come in and say, okay, in this company, we do this A, B, C, D. Oh, you do that. If you don't do it, then you know that this is wrong. We won't get results with this. Then you say that, okay, I know I'm good, but I'll go according to yours. You will not succeed. You won't succeed. I think the people that are the best of the best in whatever business that they are in are the guys that can say that, you know what?
The unconventional ones.
Yes, I respect what you think should be the issue, but I think this will work, and sticks by it. Maresca on the set of match was in a pre-match press conference again, and Jacob Stuyven asked him that why and how do you see Reece James as a number 6? Maresca said that before he signed for Chelsea, when it was verbally agreed with the team, he sent Reece James a video of Reece playing as a number 6 for Wigan Athletic in the Championship. When he sent it to him, Reece laughed and said, he's not a midfielder. Reece James as a midfielder, people didn't understand. Chelsea fans were chastising him. I mean, as analysts, pundits, journalists, what have you, all said, you know what, can you play the guy at right back? But his explanation made sense. The guy has been getting recurring muscle injuries. You can't play him up and down the touchline. You risk recurring the injury again. He says that he has that energy level that you can maximize in short distances in the middle of the park, especially when you're playing with next to another workaholic in Moses Caicedo. So let me play him there. Again, in games where he needs an extra midfielder to play a flat midfield three, he needs that extra energy in the middle of the park. And oh boy, he has succeeded. I think that it has come full circle to the point where nobody really can question. I think that on Sunday was the crowning moment of Maresca. Yes, he hasn't won anything huge. He hasn't done anything that we've not seen before. But it is the point where how do they say that? The auditioning time of Maresca has passed. Yeah. Now, you can't question Maresca if he's good or not. Now it's about him, Maresca, proving beyond reasonable doubt. In terms of basically proving, he has proven. He has to now have the laurels to show that, okay, I said I am good, I've won the EPL. Mm-hmm. I said I'm good, I've won the Champions League. Mm-hmm. I said I'm good, throw away the Conference League and the Club World Cup. I've won FA Cup, I've won Carling Cup, I've won this, I've won a treble. That is where now it becomes, okay.
So Chelsea needs to win something at the end of this
season. They do.
Maybe the FA Cup.
Yes, they need a cup run. They need Champions League semi-final. They need something to show for it. And for me, I think that, like I said, it was a crowning moment on Sunday for Enzo Maresca and Chelsea. I also need to commend Bernardo Cueva, Chelsea set-piece coach. I remember again, at the last season of Mauricio Pochettino, Chelsea had conceded 12 goals from set plays. It was the worst in the league. The team went to Brentford, and I've seen a documentary where in UK, the Brentford University, the mathematics department, and I think sports department have a course that they call sports statistician, tactical statistician, where these guys use data and then tactics, which is the eye test, marry it and find a middle ground as to what decision they have to make. Bernardo Cueva was a tactical statistician at Brentford. And one of the models that he put together was how to work exclusively on set piece. Now, if you remember, under Thomas Tuchel, there was Anthony Barry, who is now England's assistant manager. Anthony Barry was in charge. Thomas Tuchel left and went with him.
Took him to Bayern.
And at some point, when he left Bayern, he went to Portugal, Belgium, and the likes. So Chelsea brought in Bernardo Cueva. And I think Bernardo Cueva has been superb. The tactic of being one man down, pushing three of your attackers into the high foot line when you're playing against Arsenal, for me, shows me that you know exactly what you're doing. And there was an image and a video of how, when Arsenal considered that set-piece goal, Arsenal set-piece coach Nicolas Jove stood by the sideline, literally complaining to his players, and Bernardo Cueva ran from the dugout and then just punched the air in front of him and said that I've gotten one on you, because obviously Arsenal was supposed to be the best set-piece team in the league.
And it's interesting to note, the initial play that led to the corner was from a set play.
Set piece, yeah.
And João Pedro nearly scored.
Yeah.
Raya made the save, led to a corner.
Yeah. And then James went to deliver from that one as well. So for me, I think that it was a good game. It would have been nicer if Chelsea got a win, but also I think every Chelsea fan would take the 1 point against Arsenal.
Kiki, where do you stand in all this? Arsenal here, Chelsea there. What did you pick from that game, the London derby?
Okay. So number one, I picked that I don't believe in Arteta. I believe I've made this statement here over and over again that see, Arsenal has a good squad. The only problem is Arteta. Mm-hmm. He can build a team, play well, but can you win something proper with it? Winning that thing needs a certain kind of character.
Okay.
Can you do it, or can he do it? I said it the last time before the game, the pre-analysis, that if Chelsea play to the 70th minute and they have a goal, they won't lose that game.
Yeah. I remember that.
Clack it.
Clack it. Clack it.
And I said one thing, that Arsenal or Arteta doesn't have a plan B.
Who said they were a second half team?
I did.
Okay.
They play well in the second half.
I said Arteta doesn't have a second or plan B.
Yeah.
It is the structure. Play Zubimendi. Deep line play because we control the game, you know. Now Mikel Merino first 9 we drop players. Now Saka Martinelli is alpha and one. So when to me and no, your both of you no being heard. This is the way. And to one say, see, as I was telling someone today that Arsenal matches this season, 80% of their matches are around 2-0, 1-0, 2-1, 1-0. A more good defense. So as soon as they score 1 or 2, there's a high probability they will win.
Yeah.
So if they meet a team, that team need to meet Shelby, that team need to meet Yerena. No
struggle.
And meeting a team like Chelsea, I don't know so what top form. See, mind you, psychologically, we share Chelsea or they share Barcelona or they bow. We're winning some good matches. I know they bow. And Ubabe shared this kind of team. Number one, what's the red card in Moises Caicedo? Man management, and I said game management. I say I was a low block, no more yiri team.
Yeah.
Arsenal doesn't score much like by my statistics. 80% of the matches about this season are 1-0 or 2-0 or 2-1. So say I win your free score inside baby and meeting a team that is very compact. I was saying a red card in Moises Caicedo also over low block barrier. How can you score? And a Chelsea mom side can say. So it means that Arsenal work on any man. A draw.
No, but me a draw now. So it's okay.
No, because the NT and I met a lot of Arsenal, supporters, fans, and they were angry. That was why what's buying? Why you say an angel this season what top form? What mean Chelsea? What me making statement?
Okay, so and I get it. So in Chelsea's, in Arsenal's top form, being arguably the best team in Europe, undoubtedly the best team in the Premier League, they were not able to defeat a 10-man Chelsea. That is the line you are walking.
Exactly. They don't understand that with all your form and you being the so-called best team in Europe right now, meeting Chelsea with 10 men Chelsea. 10 men no. And yes, if you are pardon to the red card, and Moises Caicedo or many Cassie, and you can't beat. And with this team, with Reece James, who is not even a natural defensive midfielder,
what's in your midfield?
No. And I said something about Enzo Maresca. I was saying that since he started using Reece James as a number 6 and Malo Gusto as a right wing back or right back, a farmer in big matches. Until this match, or if there's a high probability to say befa and a farmer. I think right now, when you're a trick, all big matches on that way. Because at the end of the day, if you play with James, you play Moises Caicedo, there's Enzo Fernandez in front.
Yeah.
You are literally playing 3 workaholics in the middle. It is easy for you to also play every top-sider or good midfield. So, the pick I'm FFN said, Enzo Maresca is doing well. It was a better game for him. Looking at where he was coming from. Playing against this Arsenal, Chelsea, and 10-man Chelsea went to me answer. People are talking about possession, and I see a bomb. Bra, a team when you red card, low block, at the end of the day, what did you use the ball?
Now first half 11v11, Chelsea Boadu.
Chelsea created, I think this is the second time this season Arsenal have actually allowed 11 or 10 or more shots in the game.
This is the second time.
Yeah.
But Kiki, as a non-Chelsea fan, do you think that then our team, what left this team
Chelsea
to really
team
compete? Because Maresca say in November, in December,
we
shouldn't talk about that. You ain't change February match.
Yeah.
From now to February match, what do you think Chelsea have to do to still stay in and around where they are to probably win the league?
I believe they need the genuine transfer to fill in certain holes. At the end of the day, you are still playing a lot of competitions.
Okay.
Enzo Maresca is a tactical freak. He's doing well. But at the end of the day, you need players for that.
Yeah.
With your defense, if it's a level core prior, there has always been Tom and Jerry between Chaloba, Adara Biayu, and all that.
Tom and Jerry.
You need a specific player for that position.
A specialist.
Specialist for that position. Also, when it comes to the left wing and the right wing, for the right wing, right now, it's Tavares ye game. Pedro Neto beat me up, ye game. You need someone from the left wing. Oh, ye experienced left wing.
Can I show you experience?
No. See, baby, I move around. Once I know I can say February match. A hono, and you have a home character. That character in new crown. Already, you have a lot of crowd with your Estavao, or talent, no more smartness. Ye game. You need experience there. Already, your midfield Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and right now, he's doing to me so mu ye game. Lavia about bebo. Macho mutiminya specialist. Emma never shall call her. The most important thing right now you have a striker. You have Pedro Midinidi pass. Leander Lap or body kick bebo. But your left wing and your right wing. Right wing is Tavares, that is fine. Left wing, Gittens and Garnacho. Long term on the game. Yeah. But right now,
if Chelsea wants to win something,
yes, you need Unya one off it.
Then it means that this season, and you like Chelsea with the league.
No, for the league, no. For the league, no.
And also owns answering J10. So who wins the league?
City.
Man City. We'll talk about them, but Arsenal's next game is at home to Brentford, and then Chelsea make a trip to Leeds. How do the two teams approach these two games? For Arsenal, for instance, dropping points away at Chelsea.
I mean, I think that the Brentford game is going to be a huge test because there's another London derby.
Yeah.
And Arsenal have been playing series of London derbies. They played the North London derby. Mm-hmm. They played against Fulham the week before. Yeah. They had come and play against Chelsea. So it's a very difficult one for them to navigate. I mean, but you see, however you look at it psychologically, Arsenal also went away with some positives when they scored that equalizer. Mm-hmm. Because if Arsenal had gone away from Stamford Bridge and they had lost 1-0 to a 10-man Chelsea, psychologically it would have derailed them. The fact that they were able to go out to North London and say, okay, at least we came up with 1 point is a little bit positive. Mm-hmm. Again, because they have also played Tottenham Hotspur the week, in that week, played Bayern, and maybe they had exerted more energy.
So winning two and drawing one.
So winning two, drawing one, it's not bad. You go into the Brentford game where you sort of amass some energy and try to go in and go and win the game. The thing is that Brentford themselves are playing very well. If you look at the work that Keith Andrews has done at Brentford, it deserves a lot of commendation.
Okay.
If you look at Keith Andrews, the job that he's doing with Kayode, Shade, the job he's doing with Igor Thiago,
and then Dango Ouattara.
And I was saying the last time that, Mike, Brazil needs to get Igor Thiago to the World Cup. Or maybe Igor Jesus. I know that is off topic, but it is high time for Carlo Ancelotti to forget about Richarlison.
As a number 9.
Yes.
Actually play a real number 9.
Play a real number 9. And Igor Thiago can give you that. I saw him this weekend. They were playing against Brighton. They played against somebody.
Played against, I think it was...
They played against one of the teams.
Let me
they were at home.
Yep.
And I was watching the game.
So it was Brentford Burnley. They won 3-1.
Late into the game, Brentford had not scored.
Yeah.
They were looking for that goal.
Yep. Then I actually had invested in it. So I went to do my cash out. When I did the cash out, then the penalty came.
Then Igor Thiago scored.
Exactly. Then another goal came. Then another goal. I was like,
so, I mean,
that guy has been doing well. He's played literally 13 matches, scoring 11 goals.
Yeah.
People were talking about Mbome.
You know what happened? They signed him some 2 years ago. He was the one to step up after Ivan Toney.
Okay, Toney.
No, if he was fit, then it would have been him and then Johan Visa. Then Mbemo would have still stuck to the wings. Okay. But he was injured, so he went out for a lengthy period. So in the entirety of last year, he did not really play for them. So on his return from injury, then he set off form. So that's the story.
Because like I watch Igor Thiago and I'm like, no, Ancelotti.
But he's my guy. He was getting me goals in Belgium.
Yeah.
And
I hear he played at some point also at Bulgaria, Bulgaria.
Solid.
I was saying the last time that, see, Ancelotti, you need to take Igor Thiago to the World Cup because that's a top striker. So yeah, I mean, Igor Thiago is going to torment them, especially if they are still without Magalhaes and Saliba.
Okay.
there's going to be a South American battle again between Nkapie and then Igor Thiago. Another Brazilian Ecuadorian battle. Who is going to win that battle? I fancy Brentford getting a goal against Arsenal. But
At the Emirates.
Yeah, at the Emirates. I fancy they getting a goal.
But I have a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Arteta got wrong with the lineup playing Hincapié over Mascara? Knowing what that?
He played both of them.
They both started. Saliba also suffered an injury, so he didn't.
He played
make it.
Mosquera and then Nkapie.
So it was Mosquera and Hincapié against. But what I think Arteta did not do right was his changes, especially the decision to sub off Eze. I think Eze and Odegaard would have changed things. Bringing on Victor Gyökeres, I don't think it paid off because Arsenal needed to have men who could influence, not finishers. Because if you create from variations, then it helps.
But he had brought on Madueke, he had brought on
Madueke's typical wings. Eze, Odegaard from central areas. Gives them options. So again, it's about Arteta. And
I think for me, I think that at home against Brentford, I expect Arsenal to win against Brentford, but then very, very difficult game. Should be close. A 2-1 Arsenal for me looks like what's going to happen.
Then Chelsea are Leeds, Ellen Road.
Chelsea are going away at Leeds. Now the big question for Chelsea, difficult, but I mean,
but they will surely.
How did they cope minus Caicedo?
Exactly, I think that's the big question for Chelsea. Chelsea are without Moses Caicedo. Andre Santos, big one for him. I think this is the chance for Andre Santos. Also,
why is that your defensive midfield?
Dario Sugu has also returned.
He's returned.
Yeah.
Also, that's good.
So he trained before Arsenal. But then I think Maresca will go with Andre Santos. He proved well against Burnley.
Yeah.
So he's going to start him. And I like the fact that Maresca, you see, that's one of the strengths of Maresca. Maresca is always thinking long term. He decided not to come into the second half with Andre, played Garnacho. And I'm sure in his back of his head, he said, okay, the Leeds game, the next 3 games are all for Andre Santos. Okay. And I think it's also going to be good for Caicedo. He gets to rest.
Yeah. He badly needed one.
Yeah, whilst Andre Santos comes in to come and play.
But don't you think Andre Santos was supposed to play, even though, yes, we know the next 3 matches he's supposed to play or he's the one to play. Wouldn't it help his tempo in terms of match readiness?
I mean,
he had played 2 games before.
Yeah, he played 90 minutes for Burnley.
And then he came on in the Barca
against
game.
Barcelona as well. He came on the second half against Barcelona.
So you're thinking with this game was supposed to be, let's say, a rest game for him.
So, I mean, like, one of the things that
and he was with the Brazil national team squad.
Okay. So, for me, I think that this was good. He goes into that game to play against Leeds United. See, Andre Santos is underrated. And in the next 3 games, I think people will find out how much of an excellent midfielder he is.
Ruben Amorim likes that player.
Yeah.
Yes, this transfer window, not a year.
Bamunya inti. Bible verse o kombedo so.
Kombedo so unya. It's Manchester United and come up Andre Santos.
Omunya.
Thank you.
No, but if they get
cars are ref.
Fafem.
Me call baby not so for be ye prayers.
Yes.
Oh no, then it's a Thomas. So. No, I need to break. Suffer. Break. Mimbu diemu. Imbumu.
So Chelsea to against Leeds.
I think Chelsea to win against Leeds.
To win.
Yeah, we are
Is that the game there that we see Kopama?
Yeah, I think that game, Kopama.
At least a free bench.
Yeah, I think Kopama gets to start from the bench and Enzo Maresca brings him in. It's a game where I think that he will play. He will start with Joao Pedro and Liam Delap up top and then play on the wings. This time, I think he rests Estevao, starts with Pedro Neto and then go with Garnacho. Then in the second half, we see Kopama and Estevao Willian coming into the game, depending on the game state. But again, I think that Chelsea have formed a good partnership in Wesley Fofana and then Trevor Chalobah. They've had, I think, 4 or 5 games and it's developing into a good relationship at the back for them. So I expect them to win. I mean, the bigger problem for Chelsea is inconsistencies. Can they go over inconsistencies? Because there are lots of games. You play Leeds, you go over the weekend, you play another game, go and play Atalanta, we at Bergamo. There are lots of games. If Chelsea can be consistent in December, I think that they stand a good chance of winning something.
All right. Let's jump to Liverpool. They also played in London against West Ham. And a win, a clean sheet. So it finally looks like Slot has a plan and it is working. He dropped Salah, played Vert, and Isak got his first Premier League goal. Vert played from the left channel. So, are they back? It's early to ask, but are they back?
They are not back. West Ham is so bad. They are not back.
West Ham there.
It's so bad. Are they back?
West Ham had picked from. They beat Newcastle at home.
See, with Liverpool. Liverpool, wama de na ebibi o hama. Baby I didn't compare. West Ham son at the end. See, you've spent literally 150 million euros on your Isaac. 140 on Florence Bets. Spending 90 million on Ekitike. Spending over 50 million on Kekes. You have spent literally 425 million pounds.
Yeah.
Transfer window we. Samre was saying kedo to Brazil and Germany Argentina. Jump your combo.
I do walk up.
What time all of a sudden you're seeing against West Ham with mission? You're not back in here. And
won't you give them credit that for once Slot had a plan, bench Salah, still make progress. This is a team that was conceding. They had conceded 10 in their last 3 games.
You think benching Salah and the ball? Me, I don't think. I believe.
No, not just that. You see, that would be unfair to Salah. But again, there were decisions that were made, player positioning, roles that were assigned. Joe Gomez played at right back, and it looks like it worked.
So how long can they keep on with this? Will you be able to bench Salah for 3-4 games?
But say it's your the balance team. We
have balance. Balance now. If you say you're a coach like Enzo Maresca, you have your mojo in your team. Yes, because on no ban or you know canoe and some fuel. Or you're now just saying, my camera, you Stanley Bobby Wood, or my air, so this all by one train. Oh, and slow Braban, one number one. Oh, by when in the Sunday night, most Mohammed Salah or Mau GB.
What league?
As Yanuma Salah now, over into another room. Baby, a Salah could do a class now, I could do. And this is say, how are you a new one? Oh, Liverpool. And you say you've benched him and gotten some points off, the West Ham game, that's fine. Will you be able to continue doing that or in the name of points?
Yeah, I think this is what I see. It's like, is that case where your poison can also save you. So it's either you drink it and get saved, or you throw it away and then you die. I think in the case of Arne Slot, he's decided to throw the poison away and find another remedy. And that is, Salah is not in the best of shape.
Mike,
he's not getting you the goals.
Can that be a long-term measure?
No, in the immediate, you see, in this game, I think it was a game where Liverpool went into it with that sort of pragmatism. We need a result. They badly needed one.
Yeah.
So in the immediate, let's do this. Then we can think about the long term.
The truth is, Liverpool won the game psychologically
over West Ham.
Yes, the players felt this is Liverpool. What are we doing? What is going on? Let's do something. Then your tactics
really? Yeah. You don't think the role of Vets, for instance, 93% pass accuracy, 42 out of 45
93% pass accuracy, and your statistics, Papa.
You don't think Isaac scoring his first Premier League goal for the club?
That is good for him.
Yeah.
See, it's good for his confidence.
And Liverpool need this.
So confidence-wise, that is fine. But mine is, Liverpool is a pressure team. Anslo, do you have the feathers to stand? So if you keep on dropping Salah and you're winning your games, you don't care.
Your next game is at home against Sunderland. Yeah. So do you think that will be the test, the real test?
Wednesday or Tuesday?
Sunderland they play on December 3rd, which is Wednesday.
Away.
They play at home Anfield. That's it's your away or more.
But Mike, I think that if you look at the Alexander Isak goal, it was very important, like Kiki says, for his confidence.
Yeah.
And again, if you look at the goal, it was funny. He doesn't control. The ball comes in and pop.
That was
so that is natural Isak. Yeah. So for me at that point, it's like, okay, this guy is coming. He didn't, players who are low in confidence overtake. What should I do? But he was just quick and he got that goal for them. And a Slot needed to win. I think that the Sunderland game was what to question him if he's really a strong coach. People have said that if you look at Arne Slot, he's not a builder.
Okay.
And so now that Liverpool look like it has crumpled, the job of he building it back may be the biggest test yet for him.
I disagree with them though, because his body of work at Feyenoord was actually a very
About
beautiful
he building,
one.
yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, Feyenoord. You bet me build. They send the one young cran out. Bet me build. We are talking about you taking a pressure team in England,
Big boys.
criticized league, not build it. Team no be so now your club team straight.
So you
And the man management in winning. Say club for any build.
Please, I want to hear the final story building.
on your day.
Build.
And a slot in your day.
Build.
And a slot.
Build.
Another builder.
Build. Please tell us the final story. What
Although he built a solid unit. You see, Ajax then are dominated under Ten Hag. And Feyenoord were always here and there. They were like the near men. They will get so close, but they will just have to peel off. But I think he built a team that was consistent enough that the moment Ten Hag left the scene, he decided to take charge as the next team. And then that was when they won the Eredivisie. Although it was shortly lived because he also had to exit and move to England. And that paved way for Peter Bosz and PSV Eindhoven. So I think he did well. On the basis of that, he deserves credit.
But for Peter Bosz to come and beat him, I would never understand that. Because you were dominating the Dutch Eredivisie with a fairly...
It's just a game. You see, the PS, it is just a game. And Liverpool were at a really bad place. But in terms of coaching and what... Okay, maybe you have to give Bosz credit as well.
Because like PSV Eindhoven literally dominated the game.
Yeah, you have to give.
Yes,
Bosz
I can
credit.
understand when you say, okay, Virgil van Dijk jumping and his hands going up. You don't know what he's doing.
Oh, but what Slot did and everything he did, I think he deserves credit for the final.
At final.
Kiki makes a fine argument about the environment thing. Yeah. It is easier in the Netherlands to build because they are patient enough to understand some of these things. But in the Premier League, it is different. The demands are high, competition levels and everything. So let's see.
It's going to be difficult. I don't know how long Liverpool fans will have time. I don't know how long Hughes and all of those guys at Liverpool, the recruitment team, are going to have for him or what the plan is. But see, the Mohamed Salah that we know too, the more he's on the bench, the more you risk having an unhappy player. And one of the things Anastot will know what to do with is a player like Mohamed Salah who is unhappy.
Won't Salah be selfish to demand to play even at the point in time where he knows he is not doing well and the team is not getting
Even
results?
if he's not demanding,
Won't he be selfish to
But
do that?
Salah has proven for seasons immemorial for a very long time that he has to play.
No,
The fact that his form is not good enough doesn't mean that.
No, but that was when they were winning. Now here is the case where he is not functioning as the Salah we know, quote unquote. And then the team is also not getting results. You don't expect the manager to ring in changes. It was Galatasaray, I think, in the Champions League.
Great. If we drop Galatasaray, Mohamed Salah, you find so no problem. You are dropping against Galatasaray. Still, nothing happened against West Ham. Yeah, we know.
And I think they dropped him in the Eintracht Frankfurt game, and they won.
I don't drop it. I don't win.
Galatasaray,
no, so 2 out of 3, they win.
Oh no, see, the Salah. I know who said. Time I knew school on class prefect for.
I did young go school be better.
You say me. Class prefect for now. More come with Canada. Tintin try. You started school on your class. Obia didn't.
Okay.
Salah, I want that.
Clout
now. Dressing room near connected to. What's starting in your sem? And yet there's a high probability. So we'll be quite
Especially when killers like Andy Robertson are also on the bench with him.
But I'll be highly disappointed in Salah if he triggers a meeting.
No, but Mike,
but again,
Mike, are we not
as a leader?
Mike, are we not?
That is what makes me want to buy it.
Mike, are we not making the job also too easy for Anastot? Why can't you build a team around Salah?
Is he the future?
He's not a future, but
exactly.
Today,
Bruno Fernandes is a future.
No, but again, Bruno is giving you what? He's giving you what? No, but he's giving you what? In the case of Salah, he's not delivering. And we need to build. We need to win now as well. A manager has got to make decisions. And if you because you see, again, let me use this example. Modric, Cruz, at a point in time, they came to realize that they might not play central roles in the success of Real Madrid.
Yeah.
They see that last season, Cruz left. Modric agreed that his role will need to diminish because he is not the same Luka Modric. I think Salah will be very selfish if he does not agree that from the way things are going, Liverpool will need to get better before he even thinks about his form. And he is the same guy who will leave this side in December for AFCON. So he should play. Almost
Auntie, any chocolate December no one put.
No, you prepare the way before he even leaves. I think he can even decide to leave now.
So now if they want to say Salah,
say Munya better could negotiate this car with Saudi Arabia.
No, Kiki. Liverpool best. Liverpool, if Slot wants to say that Salah is a problem, you should just say Salah is a problem.
Salah is the Arabian Messi. Or call a time your man.
So Salah is a problem.
He is a problem.
The problem.
No, a problem. And Slot is trying to solve the problems.
The problem.
He said he is also a problem, and he wants to be the solution.
No, no, friendly. No.
Please, Slot is not. Okay, excuse me. No problem. Maybe tactically.
Yeah.
Right. No problem. To Manchester United, they also beat Crystal Palace by 2-1, and that means good times for the Red Devils, right? You bounce back. The boys are starting to give Amorim a new name. The new thinker man.
Hey, well, Mr. Mo. Thinker man.
The new thinker man.
Amo baby.
But this time, I think what he did right was Ahmad.
Oh, he did do it right. Oliver Glasner had the ball on the chair on Casa.
Really?
International Amorim. Amorim. The tactical Messi, Ronaldo-ish. Nyamian Ukraine, coach ni coach.
Okay.
Coach no you coach.
Amorim.
Last night, I heard him saying something. Saying we didn't get one open play chance. Killer.
The boss is here, the long boss now.
Boy, Premier League, you know. Tell me not stoke me drum on us.
This is Man United. No. So now, what I want to agree is that because it's a major to say, more tactical setup near long.
No. Right now, what you want to do is that you want to possess our form. But when we meet teams of more stubborn, your bone will be a pick a
second. Possess you. Me would there when Crystal Palace you didn't play.
Crystal Palace is a 3-4-3 team.
Yeah.
Like here the same glass now born. The way our glass now born. The same structure but different from ours. If you want to get the better of Glasner, you have to be aggressive. Okoya home Liverpool koya no home Glasner China no atafren.
Atafren.
Boys. Boys.
So they can go viral.
Boys say you hono kwa atafren na you hono na now.
Cause sifo.
Yeah, fast. Also to one prompt.
Say we dey Tafrisky. We say go atafren say yeah. Baby how koi.
So atafren in nature this year.
So I believe say like I said, Glasner side about the same structure like Manchester United Amorim.
So United needed to
I was say aggressive.
Okay.
The first half were a little bit weak. The only time into of course second half, I catch on was say, boys, be alive. Yes, that was the only thing I saw kind. One katateka we be or actually more we the young quiet. But who saw mad.
So it's about the physicality and intensity.
How is it difficult for a team that plays once a week to struggle to find intensity?
Yes, Somara.
Because over one pair. Now what you be back midweek movie.
We will be a boo pie if we see a woman.
No, but no credit. More back. Now what you be back.
To
some of natural casa.
Almost that intensity, you know. For a coach to second half tell you, boys, be alive. Yeah. That is when we came the second half and decided to.
But Kiki, does it mean that in December you guys will struggle when the AFCON starts?
Yes.
Oh, true.
Looking at our team with the center. See, he was saying something about he wanting a left wing back.
Yeah.
a right-sided left wing back. Yeah. Obviously, let's
right-footed.
Yeah. Left wing back. Right now, we're looking at Antoine Semenyo. Or making reference.
Or the Semenyo about wing back.
Yes, because of penal.
Who say players who?
On the date of the wing back. Or making statement. You say, I want an Ahmad.
Okay.
On the other side.
Okay.
Ahmad, you're number 10 or you're not winger. And I convert now, but you said you're Juventus Coindano.
Yeah.
Right now, so yes, I wait. Player or
so like an attacking minded player.
So do you think Semenyo fits that role?
Come on.
I have doubts. No, seriously. Semenyo is a player I would not really vouch for a team like Man U and what you want to do. Yeah. No, me too Mofua. He's not a player I'll vouch for.
As in for the left wing back one.
Yes. For whatever role. I am not really a fan of Semenyo. I think at Bournemouth, he does well because of Iraola and how he plays. Iraola brings the best out of him. He's a system player, suits. If you draft him into how United plays, he will struggle. He's not your typical guy with that tactical acumen to decipher everything. No, he's not really technical. I don't trust.
So far, he's the only player or yet right-footed
or on the left.
Or on the left has any intensity to say how.
But Mike, in terms of the intensity, like Kiki is saying, cutting in onto his right foot, driving inside, scoring goals, creating.
It's because of how Bournemouth is set up.
Because
if you monitor Raiola's system, they are always on the high foot. They are pressing high. To debut and it's you Semenyo's game. Momo, you are going to be reserved. And it's similar to the Black Stars.
More reactive.
Yeah, reserved. Don't you think it's because of the kind of players we have right now?
But Mori Manga's on more proactive.
And tomorrow high press. Motimo the bubble high press.
You want to ask a long balls, Tony Pulis. Tony Pulis,
maybe dear Semenyo, dear. I don't know.
Long,
yeah, pick a second more. Someone say, imagine, and he says, Prana will bomb matches Kunya, Nimona, Semenyo, and Imbumu. But I believe
that. Or pai dokunona ebi ade asa na okwa dokunona dia keni o ma beto ohira besa so aka ne se dia ba
dey mo na ngbedi telebu ni nne
mo ye mo ndi na ohira de ba
nti akoyi mo player
yeah the man na basa. But I believe United did well in the second half. Amorim did some good changes, bringing in Mason Mount, and we did well. Right now we are the second team in the league to score more of set pieces.
Okay.
After Arsenal, meaning that we are taking advantage also when it comes to set pieces too. Nanka Yaya disappointed when already we lost our game, the previous match against.
Yeah, most of the next game on the West Ham.
But Kiki, why don't Manchester United? I'm talking about this whole thing about trying to go and buy Antoine. Why don't you focus on buying a midfielder? Because simple. Every top team in the world has a double pivot.
The truth is,
I'm coming on. Barcelona, Pedri, Frankie de Jong, solid.
Yeah.
Chelsea, Enzo, Fernandes. Sometimes even at some points, called the rescribe a count man by 3.
Yeah.
Arsenal, Zubimendi, Rice.
Yeah.
Man City, Rodri, Nico Gonzalez. At some point in time, Mateo Kovacic, Tijani Reinders. These guys are all in there.
Yeah.
But Momo double pivots, one of them cannot even play up to 60 minutes.
True.
Plus Bruno Fernandes also bas 8 or 10.
Yeah, 10.
So why don't you invest in
good
Anderson and Baleba or something?
Baleba de Mamontono.
We have
Baleba high plus Ayera.
No, no. You see, it's not that good.
Anka or dropping there, Nanka the price number form, but right now we have a 3-man short list. Elliot Anderson, Carlos Baleba, and Adam Watson. And now we have Joao Gomez from Wolves. And Angelo Stella.
Yeah. Joao Gomez, that is the boy that Ancelotti has used to play his 6 or Brazil.
A solid boy.
Solid
Unyai,
boy.
yeah,
So right now, Anna, the last one is the opportunity player. That is Conor Gallagher.
Hey,
Yeah, literally.
Hey, Mope.
Good. On your priority.
your cashback won't be the money
opportunity
first.
player. Because right now, about cost around 20 to 25 million pounds.
The value number for
Right
Bao.
now, the value and the value no one.
By any abedi esika wo.
Yeah, cashback in
You
there.
know, you are quite for some money that Atletico Madrid.
At the con J20 now 10 or the Bema Chelsea.
Because they say, baby, I will do.
Uh-huh.
They say, today I was listening to Fabrizio Romano.
Chelsea pass you
Also, right
players,
now,
so.
around 25 million pounds. And an article pay in January for this person.
At Chelsea pass you any player so.
Gallagher. And right now, there have been a setup of around 288 million pounds for genuine transfer.
Hey, yeah.
Yeah. So meaning that you can either go for Joao Gomez and any other midfielder, or at least you best sign one midfielder together with getting a wing back for Amorim. So
I think if there's one player you guys should vigorously pursue. Exactly.
Yeah, Elliot
Monfa BBM. He's that. You see, if Liverpool get Anderson, it solves a lot of their midfield issues. But if Liverpool, but if Man United gets him, it addresses like 60-70% of your issues, and it can even bring Bruno further forward.
But we're marking whatever the owner of Wolves of Nottingham Forest is going to sell Elliot Anderson
right
now.
He's a businessman, fee.
100 million.
He's a business. Take 120.
So you buy Elliot Anderson 100 million.
One life we go do 100 million pounds before do. And your boy Baleba say.
No, between Baleba and Elliot Anderson, I'll go for Elliot.
But it's like a Baleba, I am crying.
And he's a typical English boy.
Yeah.
And
boy.
this has been how United's midfield has been structured around English boys.
Yeah.
I don't remember any foreign midfielder, central midfielder.
So Elliot Anderson 6, Mason Mount 8, Bruno Fernandes 10.
Solid.
Yeah, Nanka the under Watson account.
I don't watch I don't see. He's not secure on the ball.
Martin is more of
he's a technical, lies. Yeah.
Kind of a player. And then Bruno Kwa Nanka ma fan.
Obia finesse. Yeah, or the best midfield combination England. Betty ACL.
Chelsea midfield so try bia. Esugo cry dey Esugo mamulon kwa mo wie. Dario Esugo.
Akomeah wo he. Akomeah wo he.
But Esugo is Caicedo's twin brother.
Hey!
Oh, true.
Orozco.
Ororo.
The 17-year-old Moises Caicedo.
The new Moises Caicedo.
Jenny. Boy!
So the guy boy be na small boy be na go fan.
Oh, na what be?
Ana Chido Bibi so.
Oh, yeah, Chido you say number 9, you say number 11.
Na Chido Bi. Na de. Mo fa
Chido no Liverpool Academy no go toro.
Chido Obi. No, yeah, no.
That's the academy.
Omoto heaven, you know.
I have it.
Heavy mosquito coil. Mo bro.
Munya botre she team.
How many years?
Mo my next year. Say nkra na she no. Say team no. Mo me she team no mama. Next season.
Yeah.
Sani Lame.
O the amount for players bebrem.
Na kamanya dey. Sani Lame and the gina pool ni. Chiro ho no. You bought Matis Delete. Ni bought Lenny Yoro. Ni bought Lisandro Martinez. He say wa.
Neze Maguire away to the house.
On Gina home yeah. O more bebem.
Okay.
In Fiifi ho no.
Yeah.
Why yere? And twice am no Gina left.
Yeah, twice when you play Syria.
Amad Diallo Gina ha. In Fiifi ho no.
Yeah.
A competition between Elliot Anderson.
Yeah.
Carlos Baleba.
Yeah.
Ana Adamwati no muni na mo.
Bless me 20 go for the kwa.
Aye.
Watch your Jesse.
Rade. Any ho no. Matthias Akwesi Kunya. Bran Kwaku Imbumu. Ana Benjamin Ohinisha School. Aradia. Yesiawa 9. Yesiawa 6. Yesiawa 7. Rade boy.
About for players that are your team. Money West Ham.
At Old Trafford, you be wobbly almost say. Say, yeah. Ah, right.
More say
You be wobbly almost say.
I said the Musi Jensen.
See Jensen.
Liverpool
nation.
No Espirito Santo.
Liverpool ashe be.
No Espirito Santo.
Liverpool ashe it means Old Trafford Robert 3. So they say you're close in you about 4-2.
Hey.
I'm all recording.
I'm recording. Yeah.
You go Spain. Spain na Adiana Sisa. Barca for this
Madrid
year,
for so we and Guasiafu.
Madrid for this one fight, Alonso. So why? How is Alonso struggling to win games that are very much winnable on paper? Elche, we just saw there was Elche, right?
Yes, Elche. They played against Girona this weekend.
Girona, and then there is another game that they
played against Vallecano as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Vallecano, Elche, and then Girona. 9 points. They've picked just 3 out of it.
Madrid, yes.
Why? What's happening?
I hope you're not going to say Alonso should go.
No.
Okay.
Menka Alonso should go. Okay. But is he there? See, you're coaching Real Madrid. Yeah, we knew that we're bringing you from Bayern Leverkusen. Yeah, aware. Something that baby yeah, aware. But see, there are teams that aware so baby but yeah, aware. Manchester United, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Barcelona. You need so baby but see, build the they are not on paper.
Yeah.
Reality is a mass and build the coming to a political team like Real Madrid, with already the problems when it comes to Vini Jr., Mbappe, the only thing you could do, Amorim says something, that when you are coaching Manchester United, the most important thing is to win matches to kill all news and noise. When you are coaching or you are coaching a team like Real Madrid, win your games and go and deal with the noises at the back door. Yeah. If you are losing your matches after all your shenanigans, when you say, at the end of the day, the players themselves, that or my Bob Breadru baby, and now buy our watch say young job go as Alonso. We will question you, say the supporters will question you because supporters already are Canada. Yeah, that's where we need. They will also question you. Then the mighty Florentino Perez will look at you and say, is this good for my brand? What is going on? Should I bring in Zidane? Yeah. So, who as a coach, not a time bomb, so you are not at Arsenal being in your time amount. At first, I was thinking, say, when he started this Madrid, business, I was looking at this from this angle, say, I look at the big matches, it seemed that he fought us a lot. Big matches, lose. And so, but when it comes to the smaller matches, he was doing well. So I believe, okay, then he should just find ways and means to win the bigger matches. But right now, even the smaller ones, and the smaller ones is coming at a time our problems.
Free dressing room.
Yes. So right now, all catch say it means that right now you can't manage the dressing room.
I think that the biggest problem for Football Club Real Madrid, especially now that they are dropping points, it's not even about them. The biggest point is that Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha are back. And Pedri has also returned. Kiki. Just a few minutes, Pedri.
No, we're Prano.
He's back.
Against Alaves of Boadu.
So now also Kokobe 6 months.
6 months. About back. Alaves, when he came, they gave him the captain's armband. And he was superb. And for me, I think that will even be a bigger worry to an Alonso than what the Madrid issues are. Because Barcelona are by a point. Yes, Barcelona's next game is against Atletico.
Yeah.
But Barcelona have a good result against Atletico wherever they play them. And Atletico have been on a good run too. Let's give them credit. But when you are going to play against Atletico de Madrid and Barca have everybody back. You see, I was listening to somebody that said that it looks as if, and it's not as if it looks as if, the relationship and the telepathic relationship between Lamine, Rafinha, and Leva is perfect. It is there. So this one knows where that is, in which zone, in that zone. When I receive on this 10, that person is here. It's clear. The team was held on by Ferran Torres and Marcus Rashford when everybody got injured, and they still stayed within 1 point of Madrid. To the extent that everybody has come, and they are now on top of Madrid with a point. When Barca on form, they are ruthless. So that is the big problem for Xabi Alonso. If he doesn't take care, it is going to be like last season. Madrid started well. Barca usurped them, opened the gap. And it became difficult to happen again. And you could clearly tell from Xabi Alonso's demeanor when he was in his pre-match press conference. But my problem in the Madrid team is that how does he get the team to score? Because against Girona, it was not as if Madrid did not play well. In fact, Barcelona did not play well against Alaves, but they won.
Yeah.
But Madrid played well against Girona, but they were not
Burying their chances.
Yes.
There was this
not
last
clinical.
chance for Mbappe,
yeah.
Ekela, that
Yeah.
went narrowly wide. Vinicius Jr. had a lot of
Couple of chances
They
in there.
missed them as
So
well.
do you know that Rodrigo Goes has not scored in 30 games?
You see, we
30
need
games.
to have a conversation about Rodrigo. Where would you guys rate him? Fee, you continue, but Rodrigo.
In Madrid's history.
Yeah, Debbie, like generally as a footballer, I'm over rating it. Good, better.
Rodrigo was supposed to be the guy that for me, he would have been a wild card. Like how Ancelotti's use him. In a game where you're playing, you want to come and win, and Rodrigo comes
Momentum
in.
shifter.
Yeah, and then gets the goal for you. But now it looks as if he's not that guy again.
Is it because of the treatment he initially had?
Yeah. From Xabi.
Yes.
No, but Alonso,
But the
about
30
more
games,
30 matches.
30 games is
He
before.
scored he's actually scored one in of 40 or so. One goal, 40.
It's a long time.
Ancelotti went just last season, yeah.
And Club World Cup, yeah, yeah.
Ancelotti, what I said, he was literally in a wild
No,
card.
last season, Odigui. Odigui. So clearly, I don't know, but Fee, I don't know. Rodrigo, I don't think he's that guy. He's not it.
My problem
Maybe he needs a different environment, different setups, a team that will maximize his strength.
I think that if you are buying Rodrigo Goes, just know you are buying somebody for the moments.
Yeah.
For the once in a while.
by all your class, man. I believe
Rodrigo
The class is not consistent.
he just needs a Man City B.
No.
I don't think
or
Rodrigo.
an
I don't think Rodrigo can. You see,
Or an
I
Arsenal.
remember when people were saying that this one should go for Rodrigo.
Yeah,
You look
yeah.
at Rodrigo's numbers, and he had 8 goals and assists. Hey, do you know that?
Rodrigo.
Do you know that Noni Madueke? Do you know Noni Madueke's returns last season? 11 goals before he left Chelsea.
Yeah, he did well.
But
Last
Tobias
season, he
Wasa-
did well.
But Rodrigo.
Rodrigo had like 7 with a 6.
Shirt ness, no. Now, money, who are you?
Now, but don't you think? See, me just say money and fair man. Yes, I believe say as a winger, as an attacker,
Yeah.
the numbers no from. But in the Madrid setup, you know him say Rodrigo was only a sacrifice, for a position that no be ampe, and he was doing well. Right now, no, you know him say also a left winger, and on near a right wing. Madrid team no, even before we get Mbappe near the other, now Benzema, Vinicius creating, no more on the other one side. I believe say onya a team obie Bobby Ebuana obey okay. Because right now, the problem quite this guy. Garcia.
Gonzalo Garcia.
Xabi Alonso had a.
So number 9, Mbappe is here. Mbappe.
And they say, time I was sacrificing Vini, now what you want skirmishes, as they say, why don't you use that opportunity to play
Gonzalo
Garcia as a number 9 and my Mbappe ko baby and this one nobody had it.
So you were explaining a point about Madrid, Alonso,
yeah.
and then the decisions
If I would have
he's
more,
made.
what's another
Maybe you
bit?
are lost in thought, but forgive me.
But yeah, what essentially I wanted to say is that this is the bigger picture for Madrid is Barca's form that's going to come back.
Okay.
But again, how do Alonso solve the problem? Like I said, I don't think the problem is too much. I think that you look at the performance on the day, because you can't tell me Mbappe is not clinical. You can't tell me Vini is not clinical. I just think that psychologically, the team is just not in sync. The team, they are not playing for each other. So it's difficult for them to pull it out of the bag when it gets tough. Because, like I said, Barcelona did not play well, but they pulled it out of the bag. Madrid, on the night where they couldn't pull it out of the bag, they've been doing it for a long time. Jude was on the field of play. Mbappe was on the field of play. And again, I've said it several times. After the game, Mbappe came to say that the team should stick together. Why does he keep on saying the team should stick together? Is there a problem in the team? The rumors that are coming from the Athletic and the likes, is that true? Is it 100% true that really there are problems in the team that they need to stick together? That is where the little problems are. I think that Xavi Alonso's biggest problem is psychological. Because I liked Trent Alexander-Arnold and what he gave to the team. Yes, people spoke about his defensive contributions in the game, but I still think he was okay. Vini won the penalty for Real Madrid.
Yeah.
Mbappe buried it. But he got chances. Mbappe got chances. They could not bury it. And that's, I think, that in that game, they have become the nearly men. They cannot afford. And I hear Xabi Alonso saying that against Athletic Club de Bilbao, it is just 3 points. Not 3 points. That game is a 6-pointer for them.
Much more than that.
Yes, because Barca are playing against Atletico Madrid. Atletico know that if they can really catch in on anything about Spanish La Liga, they need to get something from Barcelona. And it's at a wonder. So if they can get something from Barcelona at the Camp Nou, because Barca played 2 games at the Camp Nou back to back. Yeah, they played the one before.
But you know, they started the season and played a lot of away games. So they play at the Camp Nou.
So at the Camp Nou, still. So for me, I think it's more psychological. But I agree also. When we start getting towards the summer and the results are like this, Florentino Perez will begin to rethink his decision. It's actually easier for him to sack the Madrid boys.
Sack
Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Florentino will sack him.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying that the coaches who have played for Madrid before. Julen Lopetegui.
Simple.
Fernando Hierro.
Simple. But you see, there's one point I think Alonso got it wrong. You spoke about psychology. I also look at this. He wanted to take charge of a dressing room, be that commanding figure, and that everyone will follow. Now, when the season started and they were getting the results, that proved successful. And players were falling in line. Now, with the results starting to take a turn, then the players will start to question some methods, some things that we are asked to do in training, the strict instructions we are asked to do on the pitch.
Yeah.
All these things will play a part. And there's one important point Alonso missed, excuse me, which I think could have defined how he won over the dressing room. In the El Clasico, what he did to Vini. If I am any big boy looking at this, it could potentially be meanness.
Mike, but this thing, I don't agree with you.
No, you see.
What is wrong with the coach taking off a player?
It is the how, not what he did.
But we are leading the game. We are winning the game.
Taking off a player.
Come and rest so that we play the next game with a fresh leg.
You see, I'm coming. Exactly. Taking off a player isn't an issue. But when it follows a certain thread,
And to say, why always me Balotelli? I don't know.
I don't know if you follow. If you single out that action in the El Clasico, if you isolate it, you think, oh, it's just normal. But it had followed the thread. And that was the boiling over point for Vini. I feel cried, yeah, bro, me so. Because in previous games, it had been happening. And there were instances where Vini will play well today. The next game, Rodrigo starts ahead of him. He had kept his cool. And from his camp, what they were saying was that they are willing to go in line with what the manager wants from him. They knew it was going to be a difficult season, and they've braced themselves up for it. And that his role was going to change. So, from the Vini camp, they were okay.
Yeah.
But Akomeah said, and in that particular game, he was basically the tormentor in chief.
But Mike, is it enough evidence to suggest that I'm Panenisano?
Yes. Again, check his comments.
Oh no, true.
No. You see, when things are not fair, you need to spell it out clearly. Yeah. And that single moment, it will not rub off well on the other big name players, quote unquote, in the Real Madrid dressing room.
Yeah.
If I'm Jude Bellingham, I can suffer same fate. Mbappe might be okay because I don't know what kind of contract he signed, but I think he's well protected by that. That he has to be the central figure.
Yeah.
And Mbappe's family, those who manage him, they are smart. So I want to believe Mbappe and the role he's getting is part of his contract.
Yeah.
And maybe that is what Vini is also negotiating for. And that's why there's some kind of a standoff between the club and him regarding his salary, whatever. But it's about his status. Vini and the other guys in the team, whether you like it or not, Vini wields a certain level of influence.
Yeah, he does.
And it would affect them.
Yeah.
They'll react differently. And since then, this same unity you talk about, Mbappe saying we need to stay together, we need to stay together. There is no smoke without fire. I'm telling you.
Yeah, of course.
Alonso at that moment lost the dressing room. And is finding it difficult to win it back.
And you want to wear the Alonso?
See, Mr. Boadu, Vini will come home. So also so be social media. Look at supporters and fans of Vini. Yeah, instigating.
Yeah.
So or tiny, and it will get. So when you'll be highly experienced, it will get in your head.
And it's a World Cup year. Don't forget.
Estevao is also taking over in Brazil.
He wants prominence for the Brazilian national team. Rafinha is firing at Barcelona.
Yeah.
Estevao has become all of a sudden a sensation.
Yeah.
What happens then? Vini would have to settle for a spot on the bench. So if you do that to me, it means when it's Same. And I'll react differently. Alonso failed at that point in time to win over the dressing room. If they had won the El Clasico without that incident, that was it. Everybody would have been on board. But that single action changed things for him. And I think he did not get it right. Now, at this point in time, Alonso has ego. Vini has ego. Who buries it and who works with it? Because I don't think it is just an accident or by choice of just sheer mistake.
Yeah.
That Vini writes a statement and omits the coach and then the coaching department in his apology. Yeah. He apologized at training. Fair enough. But in his statement, he also mentioned his teammate. What happened to the coaches? Bibi and Sikwa. Bibi and Sikwa. I think they are the bad.
Let's see how time.
But what happened with Hansi Flick? Then have you seen that video?
When he was on the bench. Rafinha said he went there to tell that because they didn't play well. Against Portugal, they didn't play well. So Rafinha said he went there to tell him that they will improve. So he shouldn't worry. So he said, now Benzo Maresca watching. Maresca. Maresca chasing him. Hey, what's Maresca in your world class? Kiki.
Maybe I never
work class. Saudi parent of Snapper Parobaya.
Okay, so first now Gidi or Maresca mu 30 as easy akose.
So they 30. So I call like 60.
100%.
Mama 100% fan this. I give you the full pay.
So Barca Atletico Madrid tomorrow on Tuesday. Sorry.
Super tight.
Yeah.
Atletico playing at home.
Yeah.
No. Barca playing at home.
Barca will go play at the new camp. Atletico are traveling.
The first match at the new camp. Yeah.
Yep. And Atletico are playing some delightful football. I must confess.
But they are coming to the camp.
But they are playing well.
But see, with the Pedri, Rafinha, Lamine Yamal's fit. See, so I'm going for when you're fit, I'm quite a different.
But you know, honestly, I would have loved for Pedri to play that Chelsea game. I would have loved it.
Yeah, so that we'll see.
Yeah.
We've seen Vitinha against this Chelsea midfield. Yeah. So I would have loved Pedri
to play. Yeah,
Syria, the rice Syria, the rice So, the reserves man is senior. Hand him. The cry is senior movement.
As a Pedri, the one
wow. The thing is that Boadu control.
So Ubetina Ben crack with tata.
Yeah. Now Moses Caicedo says, the only time Moses Caicedo is late, and I will do red card Merino there.
Pedri, the
Pedri. Now Pedri, or team control, or Betiani,
hey, man, no. That's
all three.
So give me your quick prediction, and then we wrap up with Barca Atletico Madrid.
2-1 win for Barca.
2-1 win.
Yeah, I see Barca win that game.
Charlie.
Barca will surely win that game.
Either team to win over 1.5.
Either team to win over 1.5.
Yeah, confidence like both teams to score.
And over 2.5.
Men carry.
Oh, is that more than 3 goals, Beba?
Yeah,
and 3 or more.
Beba.
Yeah, so both teams to score and over 2.5.
Yes.
Okay. And then you can also do it. Barca to win to 0. No. They will definitely concede.
Yeah.
Okay. So Barca to win to 0. No, is an option you can look at. Julian Alvarez to score. Barca defense with
they will to score here.
And then Juliano Simeone to score or assist.
He's in top form, man.
Simeone Bano. On the kita ne papa kuma or pitch in this wo. Ne papa ni jina touch line to turn in sa. Ne bande this man. I don't know. Maybe I think Diego Simeone has spoken to his son that they know you are my boy. Play to prove that you really merit the starting berth. Yeah. So he kills himself. Like he wears his heart on his sleeves.
That's good. That's good.
Right.
And then Madrid away at Bilbao.
Madrid
Is
away
it at
at
home or
Madrid as at home as Santiago Bernabeu.
at the Bernabeu?
Yeah.
Okay, so Real Madrid, Athletic Bilbao.
Athletic Bilbao many team, Papa.
Madrid will score them. I'm seeing both teams to score and Madrid win.
And Madrid win. Okay.
Madrid will surely concede.
All right, no problem.
Madrid will win.
Let's see what happens. But what do we end with? Mobema may lines be on.
I start here.
How did you propose to your wife, your girlfriend? You're not married yet, right? What's the first pickup line you gave her?
Senior, our girlfriend.
Oh, be lifted.
Senior, our girlfriend.
Be lifted now, catch her. No?
Rimado Saha.
Senior, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a girlfriend?
Mema obinya me ho asem.
Akwabebre. Na oba ode tu de. O ha do. You be say you have a girlfriend how to you?
Me wura Yesu animu as.
Hey girl here, abaka.
Me wura Yesu nanti.
Iremu na, ye na we na iremu sa.
Busafie.
Obisa fi say there.
What was your pickup line?
My girlfriend.
What was your pickup line? Yeah, now catch her.
It's not a nice thing.
Okay. Then.
How we met was somehow. So me, I met her my first day of lecture. So
you do course.
So yeah, now can yeah. I told her.
Sada me didn't who any love at first sight. Man, seen a pearl. Yeah, near what's now.
Yeah, now catch her now. And then I dream about
Some guys or your painting. Painting. There's a fresh girl.
Hey! Peng.
And I'll do it.
No, yeah,
And I'm out to Indomie, man. I'm on paying Indomie.
And therefore, be there.
I can't put that if you have a Jibru in Indomie.
But now you coach your school fees.
Never you to Indomie.
So go school,
boy.
To Indomie.
Now,
tell me, my man, is low at the Indomie.
Oh, say, sorry, Jumano. Na say ye Akomeah na ye che Adebayo for back. Christo
Beti Adebayo. Beti Adebayo.
I'm Christo. Obenchi Yakubu Igbeni.
Oh, boys, it's via details.
But the day I asked her, say she be my girlfriend there. We just went out. Now me with Tanisha, she was there. On years away, will you be my girlfriend?
A romantic episode. Ebinum no kwatena ba bia. Hwe anim. Ompe. I
said, oh, dear, okay.
But I say,
I can say.
Oh, hi, baby.
Hi, baby.
Yeah, painting. There's a pickup line. Man,
oh, you're painting.
They say I was some huge number. You buy na what is me say? Oh, you're painting. That's what I say. Oh, yeah, dear.